he isn't talking to me during this time. What do I do? Then another one from the opposite point of view, she's so invasive. What do I do? I'm sure the she that he's referring to does not think she's being invasive. And I'm sure the he that she's referring to does not think that he isn't talking. And this is just so common because communication is so different for men and women in general. And then you add the ability to be in either hunting mode, a committed state of mind, or gathering mode, an open to options and possibilities and connection state of mind. You add those and it becomes a mess very quickly. So let me give you some pointers because we literally talk for hours about speaking and listening in both understanding men, so understanding how communication is for men and how to talk to them and how to listen to them so that they'll talk to you. I can't do that in this period of time. And then in understanding women, we also talk for hours about speaking and listening and different ways of listening to women that help them to be their best selves and other normal ways of listening that drive women. Crazy is not the right word because we're afraid we're crazy. It just brings out the worst in us. It antagonizes our instincts. So the way men normally listen to women antagonizes women's instincts, and the way women mostly listen to men antagonizes men's instincts. And the result of it is none of us are having enough communication or quality communication. Yeah, that's the problem. So let me give you some pointers. If you want a man to talk to you, don't ask him questions. What? Yeah. If you want a man to talk to you, don't ask him questions. That's what the man was referring to when he said she's so invasive. So men's default relationship to communication is privacy. You could say it's concealment. So their natural relationship to communication is to never say anything that would be used against them. And this is why they will open up to people who can't hurt them, like an Alison Armstrong sitting next to them on an airplane, doesn't know their name, doesn't know their destination, doesn't know the name of their family members because they never mentioned them, doesn't know their career, their company, or anything about them because they have not divulged them. They will open up and tell me things that they then say, my wife doesn't know this. And I'm not surprised their wife doesn't know this. And I'm not surprised they're telling me because I can't use it against them. And their wife has probably already proven that she will use it against them. This is the bad news. We seek information in order to use it, in order to use it to make a point. Sorry, hay season and hay fevers are a real thing, I found out. Thought it was just an expression. But I have hay fever and I have my own hay field. Isn't that smart? Okay, hopefully it won't bother too much. So we ask questions so that we have information so that we can try to predict what a man or woman is going to do. And we use the information we get in order to try to cause them to do what we want them to do. And this is just normal human behavior. It's normal. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. We want to know what people feel so we can predict their actions because that works mostly with women. We want to know what's going on with you, right? So we can understand and try to do something even to alter someone's mood. And on top of it, we have this instinct that to ask questions is to express interest. To express interest is to be paying attention. Be paying attention is the way that you create connection and love and all kinds of good things. And for many women, being asked questions is delightful. And for many men, it's they use the word interrogation. is very common. It's an interrogation. They feel interrogated, or as this man expressed, invasive. So I know that's really tricky, but if you want men to talk to you, you have to do the thing we keep wanting them to do, but we don't know how to do it ourselves. You can guess what it is, right? There's two words. We say them together. Just listen. So skip the question. Just listen. You could express interest. If there's anything you want me to know about me, if there's anything you want me to know about you, I'd love to know. Or if there's anything you want me to know about your day, I'm always interested. And then be quiet. Oh, that's so hard. So hard. This is something else we talk about in Understanding Women. We as women literally have an instinct that says we need to keep talking to keep us safe. As we move through the meadow, we need to let the critters know coming so they move out of our way and they don't attack us. Because most critters don't want to attack. They would rather avoid conflict at any time. So we consider it our job to keep talking. But most men won't fight you for the opportunity to talk. And the ones that will, that becomes tedious. So you actually have to create a space. You have to create a time space that's quiet and a mental space. It may be an emotional space. And if you want to have a spiritual conversation, you have to have space for spirituality. So if you want them to talk, don't ask questions. If you want them to talk, listen. And just be listening. You can be listening without asking questions. You can just be curious that if they have something to say, it's important to you and you're going to stop and listen, which is an astonishing thing because we are not built to do just one thing at a time. So we would listen and keep doing what we're doing, which can be interpreted by a man that we're not listening, and he'll stop talking. So that thing we keep asking for from men, don't solve my problems, just listen. Their equivalent would be, don't interrogate me and don't take up all the space. Just